2024 Toyota-Hiace versus 2024 Renault-Kangoo comparison, which is better? Unfortunately, directly comparing the 2024 Toyota-Hiace and 2024 Renault-Kangoo isn't quite an apples-to-apples comparison. Here's why. Size and class. Hiace falls into the large van category, offering ample cargo space and passenger capacity. Kangoo, classified as a small van, better suited for individual use or smaller cargo needs. Focus. Hiace primarily targets commercial users and people movers, prioritizing practicality and functionality. Kangoo, available in both commercial and passenger variants, offering a blend of practicality and comfort. Availability. Hiace, currently available in some markets. Kangoo, the 2024 E-Tech electric model launches in February 2024, with petrol/diesel options potentially coming later. Therefore, determining which is better depends entirely on your specific needs and priorities. Here's a breakdown to help you choose. Choose the Hiace if you need a large van for extensive cargo or passenger capacity. You prioritize reliability and brand reputation, Toyota. The Hiace is readily available in your region. Choose the Kangoo if you prefer a smaller van for easier maneuverability and potentially lower running costs. You're interested in an electric option, E-Tech model. You value a more modern design and potentially higher levels of comfort. Additional factors to consider. Price. Both vans likely have different starting prices depending on model and configuration. Fuel efficiency. The Kangoo E-Tech offers zero emissions, while the Hiace fuel efficiency depends on engine choice. Features. Compare the available features and technology in each van to see which aligns with your needs. Test drive. If possible, try both vans to assess their driving characteristics and suitability for your use case. Remember, the better choice ultimately depends on your individual needs and priorities. I hope this information helps you make an informed decision. The Hiace commercial van on which the Granvia is based receives a similar price hike for 2024, with the entire 8 variant range up $1,766 over last year's before on-road price tags. It is unclear whether it will also receive the same tech change as its people mover equivalent. See the table below for full pricing information. In opposite fortunes from the Granvia, the Hiace continues to lead the light commercial van segment by a comfortable margin, 7,133 units in 2023, nearly doubling the sales of its low-cost LDV G10 rival, which resides in second position, with 3,638 units last year. The Renault-Kangoo provides a lot, for not a lot. So, it has lots of load space, but doesn't take up a lot of road space. And it gives you lots of standard equipment, but doesn't demand a lot of your wallet. And with this latest version of the Kangoo, Renault has introduced new technology, rather than slashing costs, to ensure it remains a value-for-money small van. What does that mean for buyers? Well, the safety systems are better for a start, and include active emergency braking, and highway and traffic jam assist systems. The Kangoo is also available in either standard wheelbase or long wheelbase versions. Meanwhile, Toyota's premium arm, Lexus, has launched its first people mover, the LM, although its pricing is comparatively stratospheric, starting from $160,888 before on-road costs. Despite the LM sharing its platform with the Alphard, Toyota's Australian Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Sean Hanley, told CarsGuide it wasn't in the best interest of the brand to swap the Granvia out for its more premium Japanese alternative. The Renault-Kangoo. There are 2 trim levels, Start and Advance. Start includes auto lights and wipers, air conditioning, and 10 anchorage point in the load bay. Advance adds an 8-inch touchscreen with smartphone mirroring and rear parking sensors. The solitary petrol and 3 diesel engines are cleaner than ever. If you want zero tailpipe emissions, there's an electric van version. See our Renault-Kangoo E-Tech review to read about that. A 6-speed manual gearbox is standard on most of the fossil-fueled engines, although the most powerful diesel has a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Toyota is gearing up for a big 2024 as it seeks to fulfill big pent-up demand for some of its most popular nameplates like the Camry, Land Cruiser, Hilux, RAV4, and Corolla Cross. 2024 Toyota-Hiace price starting at $48,886 to $51,636. The styling of the Kangoo mirrors that of the rest of the Renault model range. So, there's a prominent chunky grille flanked by big headlights with C-shaped LED running lights. The Renault-Kangoo has a wide customer base, which means it has to deal with a great variety of rivals, from vehicles such as the Citroën Berlingo van and Vauxhall Combo up to more premium vans such as the Mercedes Citan, which was developed alongside the Kangoo in a partnership between the two brands, and the VW Caddy Cargo. Over the next few pages of this review, we'll tell you how the Kangoo's performance compares to those rivals, and which version we recommend. Whichever model best suits your business needs, we can help you find the best leasing deals for personal or business use through the free What Car? Renault Kangoo buyers have the choice of either a 99 brake horsepower 1.3-liter petrol engine badged TCE 100, or one of three 1.5-liter diesel options producing 74 brake horsepower, 94 brake horsepower, and 113 brake horsepower, Blue DCI 75, Blue DCI 95 and Blue DCI 115. Our pick of the engines would be the mid-range diesel, the Blue DCI 95. It was the best-selling engine for the previous generation Kangoo, and has a good chance of repeating that success. The latest version has 5 brake horsepower more than the motor it replaces, and you feel that in the slightly more spirited performance. It's also quite a bit quieter, making the van more relaxing at a cruise. Road noise is surprisingly well contained too, and it's more hushed than the VW Caddy Cargo with no need to crank up the radio volume at motorway speeds to cover a din from the engine. While both the Caddy and the Ford Transit Connect are a little sharper in the bends on account of their better body control, the Kangoo's steering is perfectly weighted for urban and a-road driving. The soft suspension provides a more comfortable ride than its sportier rivals, and overall it feels more refined than the Caddy. Most Kangoos get a 6-speed manual gearbox as standard, but the most powerful diesel, DCI 115, comes with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. We found the manual box precise and smooth, and not too dissimilar in feel to the equivalent Caddy or Transit Connect. In contrast, the automatic is effortless but slightly slow. It has smooth shifts but is more suited to a laid-back driving style. Whichever option you choose, the Kangoo is one of the best small vans to drive. There's plenty of travel in the Renault Kangoo driver's seat and the steering wheel is adjustable for reach and rake, so it's easy to get comfortable. The seat is supportive and wrapped in a hard-wearing material that looks and feels high quality. It's also height adjustable as standard. The feeling of quality extends to the rest of the interior, with a pleasant mix of materials, upmarket rotary dial heater controls, a slick multifunction steering wheel and an infotainment system borrowed from the Renault Clio. The 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which comes with the top-spec advanced trim, has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay smartphone mirroring and up to 3 USB sockets. There are also 3 12V sockets, and wireless phone charging is available as an option. The latest Renault Kangoo has a significantly more spacious interior than the previous generation model because it's a bigger van all round. For example, it's noticeably wider around its waistline, which creates a great deal more room on the inside between you and the door. That means there's plenty of elbow room, as well as space for your legs. That increased size also translates into more storage space, including 46 to 56 liters in the front, depending on whether you spec the dual front passenger seat with under-seat storage. The main load bay has a volume of 3.3 cubic meters in the standard wheelbase Kangoo, and 4.2 cubic meters in the long wheelbase model. Those are some of the best figures in the small van class.